Hello everyone, this is Pastor Mike and I am bringing to you another UFO report. This will be UFO report number 2, and we're going to focus today on a very specific type of UFO. It's been seen now for, I'm going to say, at least 30, 40 years maybe. The first time I ever saw this one pop up, it was in a still photograph taken over in Europe somewhere. The name that has been given to this particular UFO is called a TR-3B. Now, I'm not exactly sure why they called it a TR-3B. You're going to see multiple videos featuring this particular UFO craft and a surprise advertisement by a major United States Defense Department or War Department contractor that has a very, very not so subtle hint at the possibility that they are manufacturing this particular UFO. So buckle your seatbelts. Let's take a look at them. All right, first up, this is obviously a cell phone video, someone taking a night video of a triangular-shaped lighted object up in the sky. You can tell the particular cell phone they're using is having a little bit trouble zooming in on it and keeping it focused. But what marks this particular UFO, the TR-3B, is that it is always triangular. There seems to always be 3 lights on each corner. And in some cases, many cases I would say, one giant light in the middle of it. As we look at these other clips, you're going to see the similarities in all of them. Just judging by the lights themselves and the layout of it, I would say that this is more than likely one of those TR-3B UFOs. All right. Now, this next one here, very, very interesting, very revealing. Number one, you can tell it's a video that has been copied numerous times. This is probably a 3rd, 4th generation video. There is also some other interesting things that go along with this video. Number one, we can see some military type people there. We don't know what military, we don't know exactly where they are, but they do seem to be wearing uniforms, and at least more than one, maybe 2 or 3 people there who are recording this thing with their cell phones. Now, the interesting thing about this is that you can obviously see there's a slow motion. Someone slowed this video down. One of the interesting things you can see about it, number one, you can definitely see that it is a 3-dimensional object. Doesn't appear to be some sort of morphing object where it changes shape, changes size, and so on. Number 2, where are the wings? Where is the jet engine? Where is the propeller? Where is the rockets? Where is the mechanism that causes this thing to fly? It just doesn't exist. Now, I took some still shots of this particular TR-3B. There you can see it there. And there's another one here you can see. Obviously, again, 3-dimensional object, has some sort of raised circle there in the middle, possibly maybe for someone to be sitting in there. We just don't know. However, the more people see this thing, the more it seems like, and I actually have some other still shots that I'm going to be showing you here, the more it seems like this was a Earth-based manufactured space vehicle. Especially when you see, I'm going to save this for the end, when you see the advertisement by a major United States government Defense Department contractor, and they just leave a not so subtle hint at who it is that makes this thing. Now, let's take a look at some of the other still images that I was able to collect from the internet. You, of course, can do the same. Just go to any kind of Image search on the internet, Google Images, or wherever you prefer. Type in the letters TR, the number 3, and then B. Hit enter, and you'll see probably some things that I haven't seen before. Now, this one here is the very first photograph that I remember seeing. I think it may be one of the earliest known photographs of this particular object. Again, it is marked by the 3 lights, one on each corner, and the light seems to be a different kind of light, maybe a different colored light there in the middle. And also on the UFO phenomenon in general, there are all these different types and shapes of UFOs that are seen all over the world. Maybe those sightings are increasing, or maybe it's just the fact that people have cameras with them everywhere they go, and they're taking videos and they're taking still photographs. But one of the common themes that I see in these UFO videos and pictures is the number 3. There seems to be a fixation in this phenomenon with either having triangular-shaped craft or 3 different craft, always in a triangular shape, not usually in a straight line from each other, but anytime you see 3 UFOs, almost without fail, they're going to be in the form of a triangle. Quite possibly in a future episode of this UFO report, I might talk about that, at least in brief, on the significance of the number 3 in the occult. It does bear high significance. You see it in Freemasonry, you see it in the occult, and so on. And speak of the devil, here we are. Not a TR3B, but exactly what I was saying earlier. 3 blinking lights up in the daytime sky, which means it had to be pretty bright to see them in broad daylight like that. And there they are. It seems as if generally every time 3 UFOs are seen together, especially these orbs or these floating lights or whatever, they're in a triangular shape. We know the triangle is important in Freemasonry. We know the triangle is important, in the ancient mystery schools, the ancient mystery religions. That's what a pyramid is. It is a triangle that is multiplied times 4, making this humongous pagan temple. And here's yet another. This is a triangular-shaped craft. Not 3 different lights, not 3 different UFOs, just one floating object up in the sky. We can't really tell how fast it's traveling. This appears to be video taken from the window of a passenger plane, possibly. But here you have this triangular-shaped object there in the distance. It doesn't really seem to be the classic TR3B shape. Doesn't really seem to match the size and the type of the TR3B. This, if I were to guess, this is probably not an alien reproduction vehicle. It is possible that this could very well be some form of alien craft that is in the skies over broad daylight. We don't know exactly where this is from. But here again, the shape of these objects is what's interesting to me at this point. Following this, not only just the shape of the triangle itself, but the use of the number 3 in these discs. And understand, folks, there are hundreds and hundreds of other videos and pictures. These are the ones I just, I'm capturing them as I go, and I'm reporting on them as I capture them. But this is a very, very common UFO form. Okay, one more as we're getting ready for the grand finale. The advertisement I told you about. This one, somebody's driving down the road, maybe a police car, maybe just a normal person with a dash cam. They're capturing this with their dash camera, and boy, look at that. 3 lights, 3 distinct objects forming the triangle, that sacred symbol in the occult, that sacred symbol in the mystery schools, Freemasonry, you name it, it's there. A couple of possibilities on why they're always forming triangles. Number one, it may be some sort of signal that they're sending to mankind, something that maybe one of these days man will be enlightened to, or maybe it'll make sense to him when he sees this again. Let's say there's coming a day when there will be disclosure, not necessarily by governments, but by these devil/aliens/strangers themselves, on the day when they make themselves and their presence known to mankind here, ushering in. We call it the New Age, but that's what they're bringing in. So it may be something like that, or it may be just the nature of the beings themselves. Remember, the Bible says of these UFOs that they are, the Bible talks about the chariots of God are thousands of angels. In other words, the chariots of God are angels. These three objects would appear to be angelic beings, or beings that are in the spirit/angelic realm. I'm not saying that they're good angels. I believe that they are evil angels and they have an agenda. And it may be just their nature, because of the way God designed them, that they form themselves in this triangle shape. Whenever they're flying, that's the shape they're going to take. And now, get ready for the big reveal. This is the Northrop ad, features rumored TR-3B anti-gravity black triangle craft. You take a look at it, you be the judge.
We could tell you how we push past the status quo. And how no one out-innovates us. Or we can just show you.
Folks, I'm just going to leave it at that. There is nothing more I can say. This is obviously from Northrop Grumman, a major government contractor building the most advanced weaponry and machines that the world has ever seen, and now it seems like they are ready to come out and reveal, this is what we have, this is what we've made. I'm not sure that this ad tells anybody where they got the technology from. I think they're just simply going to roll it out and say, this is what we did. But the truth of it is, we know that this kind of technology didn't come upon men's minds just out of the blue. They were working on something on a drawing board one day and they went, oh, now we know the secret of anti-gravity and propulsion without any kind of jet fuel or any kind of propeller or anything at all. We know how to do it now. I absolutely believe that technology came to them by the reverse engineering. And if you believe some of the stories that go around in the UFO realm, there's a very high likelihood that mankind had deliberate help by some of these alien entities. Those things will remain to be seen. This is Pastor Mike. Hope you've enjoyed today. May the Lord bless you. Be looking forward to the next time we get together for our UFO report.